Yo, what's up? What's up? It's again another day or not. When is today? Wednesday? Yeah, on a Wednesday, trying to see how the market look like. We can get some opportunities to buy or to sell. That's what we are here in the market. We either buy or sell, man. So last week on Friday, I did a very horrible mistake. You know, uh, yeah, I struggled with it for a while. I hope, I will just overcome it, man. Yeah, it's my biggest problem. I can't deny it. Uh, I've tried a lot of time. I've tried so much to correct myself and do the right thing as a real trader, but I can still find that I don't know. I don't know. If you've been in this industry for a while, trading life funds, so you will understand. And again, from the point of view where I am right now, I can't say I'm that well off. You get like whatever I have, I feel like it's the only thing like I'm depending on. Okay, for me to eat, for me to do what, that's the only money I'm depending on. So there's too much pressure of I know uh, doubling the money, making it big so that I can gather for everything that I do my daily life. But I think that pressure is the one that make me lose this account. Okay, however much someone can say $40 is so small, $60 is so small, but it has potential, man. With that $40, with that $50, you can make another $40 up. You get, you can increase, you can grow. It's possible, man. As I showed you in my previous account. Sorry, I can show you here. Okay, this is my previous account. This is my real account, not even a previous one. This is my real account. Balance here. So history. This is my history, man. I had gone way, 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 way. I was okay, man. But we have this one single loss. Look down here. This right corner down here. Negative $38. That killed me. That killed the account. Okay. I lost the account on Friday trading gold. I didn't put stop loss. I don't know, with thoughts that it will reverse, it will reverse, you will get your money back, you will you will get out with profit. We need that money. You get, that's how the account went, man. I can only blame myself because I had a chance to close that thing. But I don't even have a way to explain to anyone that uh, why didn't I close the trade? Because I was just looking at it as it goes to zero. You get, I could do shit. Like I couldn't do anything. I was just looking at it going to zero, and I'm like, bro. Another time when we want the market to take profit, it's not getting there. But when you close partially, it goes to a profit. Now this time around when you want it to reverse go to a stop lower to a take profit, then it just plunge lower, 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 lower until you blow the account. I can't believe, man. That's that's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. But what can you do? Part and parcel of a trader, part of our life. Just have to just have to cope up with it. But I can't say it's a good idea. It has never been a good thing. Okay, going through losses and losses and losses, and you can't do anything. You can't change, man. It gets to a point where you tell yourself, "I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of repeating the same mistake over and over again." I'm tired of losing money because of my stupidity. I can't lie to myself that it's going to get a time where everything is going to align. You just be patient, blow as many accounts as possible. That is bullshit. I do feel that that's bullshit. Okay, I've blown a lot of them. I've been trading for the past 2 years. Never made anything out of it. I've been funding this $10, $20, $30 account. For the first time, we grew it to almost $200 at the start of this year. Then I blew it all on NFP. I came again, fund $16. I grew it to floating equity. It was about $60, 70. Then it all went in that one trade. It didn't take the TP. It reverses. I didn't put the stop loss. All the funds went. But it was so it was so painful. Okay, it was so painful. But we'll try again another time. Try again, fund again. We go in. You know, don't have panic that if I find this time round, maybe I'll lose it all, maybe small. If you were to lose it, you lose it. Even with that $60 that I had, I could have lost it all. You get the point? It's just possible. But you just do it. You just fund and do what is supposed to be done. Then wait for the results. Yeah, like just do what you're supposed to do. Don't think about losing it. Don't be afraid. You just fund and trade. That's all. That's the only thing you can do. But if you keep like thinking too much, worrying about the future, like, bro, I'm going to lose this money. I don't have that confidence, bro. We just have to have the confidence that we can make it. Okay. So for today, I don't want to make this video too long, but there's some analysis here that I want to make on gold. Okay, let me just remove all the drawings. Let me just remove all the drawings. Okay, there's some analysis I want to make on gold. Gold for me, I don't think it's easier for us to gravitate towards these all-time high, toward these all-time highs and these old highs. Okay, we have this intermediate high with a short-term low on the right, short-term low on the left. Okay, then right here, as you can see, we have this leg, we have this price move. Okay, this last week price move. Okay, we managed to take out this short-term low down here. This is interesting. It's really interesting. Okay, we took out that short-term low, the sell side liquidity down there. After taking out the sell side liquidity down there, we failed to either continue expanding lower or reverse, or I can say retrace to at least 50% of this range. Okay, we have failed to do that. And what can I, if you can think as a market maker, okay, this range is pretty huge. This isn't, it's not a small move. Okay, look at what happened here. We moved lower. This was a very big move. Then we consolidated. You get? Then we consolidated. Let's take this range from this low to that range high. You see the 50%. We didn't manage to get the 50%, but we consolidated here for a while. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It took us 5 days for us to get to this discount premium prices here before we can go lower. Same thing. I could expect it to happen here. Okay, we're not yet at the premium level. Okay, as you can see, we're at the discount, but look at where premium. That's why this FEG to me is more important than anything else. Look at that FEG. If I ever look up right there, this is a daily FEG. Okay, my expectation of price drawing higher to this point is so high. Okay, so high. Before you can continue going lower, it's so high. Okay. Uh let's let's take a look. Okay, this is just like basic things of what I can say. Okay, let's take a look at this range. That's about 2000 pips. How do you think banks will like to value? Okay, how do you think banks will like? Okay, if you wanna go short, should we go short at a discount price of this range, 2000 pips, or should we just continue going lower? You get the point? Like just like a normal businessman. Okay, I would like to go short on a premium market. However much you can expect this to go lower, then we need to go short at a premium market. Okay. Then look at what is happening here. We're just building liquidities. We're not taking out the low of the previous day. Here we didn't take it out, the Monday low. Here we didn't. We have not yet taken. We have not yet swept the Tuesday low. What is it trying to tell you? Okay, to me, okay, today is not. It's not yet completed. But basically, I could expect to see a move. It's like I think it's signaling a buy. Like this market will try to look for that discount prices of this range first as a retracement before you can continue going lower. Okay, although I could expect that lower prices to be so fast. Okay, so fast because look at this type of liquidity here. These are low resistance liquidity, right? A series of old lows and old highs. These are low resistance liquidity. Okay. There's no areas, there's few areas of fair value. In fact, the last area of fair value is here, which push this price higher. This area of fair value. Look at this area of fair value. It was larger. Look at what it did. Move higher, come down. Move higher. You see, it's like this is a high resistance liquidity. Okay. But look at this. There's no area of fair values. Just all lows and all highs, which are targeted by the market. Okay. You could expect this to be a rejection block. So begin with it. Maybe this low won't be taken out. But initially, when this market was trading at this point, I was expecting to see this low being taken out, but it didn't. We just move higher. Same concept that's happening here. We move higher. Why? We moved higher because we were looking for premium prices. Okay, of which range? This range high. This range we go to extreme premium. The same way as we are going lower, we might expect to go to extreme discount of this range. Okay, we've not yet taken out this range high, we've not yet taken out this range low. So we anchor here our dealing range tool. Look at it, we went to extreme discount to 0.02025. Okay, what we might expect? Lower prices, maybe to this point, and maybe to this zone. How can I call it? Area or zone, whatever. Okay, but lower prices to me is still the biggest thing I'm looking at right now. But before we do that, I will really I'm really anticipating to see that price move higher first. Okay, I'm really anticipating to see that prices moving higher first. So let's go down to a 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame. Look at the consolidation, man. We are trying to absorb buyers right here. Okay, those who are going to go sell, we'll chop them up by the manipulation first. So begin. Watch yourself, watch your backs. I think here is the worst place to enter our buys or our sales from. Okay, we can't know. We might just continue going lower. We might just have a small retracement to this far away fair value gap, then we continue going lower. So it's a possibility. Or or we might continue going higher to maybe this daily fair value gap, then we continue going lower. So we have two PDRAs to me which are very important. Okay, these two PDRA are very important to me. But again, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's take this and range it there. Which one do you think is the best? You see, like, let's just ask ourselves a simple question, okay? Which one do you think is the best to work out with before you could indulge heavily into sales? Like, yo, bro, today I'm going sales. If it gets me out, I'm going to look for rent. If it gets me out, I'm going to look for rent. Okay, which one is the best PDRA to look at? The 4-hour VG or the daily fair value gap? To me, I could see the daily fair value gap, not the 4-hour VG. Why? If you can ask me why, I can tell you I'm above the 50% retracement level. Okay, however, how much this will, then I'm bullish to this daily fair value gap. Okay, although I could expect to see some reaction from this 4-hour fair value gap because the area of fair value. So you might come here, get some reaction, go lower, then maybe continue gravitated towards this higher fair value gap up here. But as much as possible, I could expect the daily fair value gap to be total liquidity in the long term. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. So higher time frame, the narrative extremely bearish at the moment, but an expectation for a reversal is so high. It's so high. You see, this range is way big. If we just continue going lower for at the moment, okay? Because as you can see, okay, what I can talk too much about gold is uh in the aspect of we are buying, okay, the aspect of that we are buying like way below here. We were not getting those deep retracements because of the geopolitical and yeah, okay, those fundamentals that they were pushing gold prices higher, and they are not giving us room to get for those deep retracements. Okay, although look at this point, we move higher, consolidated, get a manipulation lower, continue with the upward move. Okay, look at this zone. We move higher, retracement, continue with the move. Okay, retracement, continue with the move. So it's normal in these prices. In this price, it's normal to get this retracement. Okay, so we don't need to be that how can I put it? We don't need to be that we don't need to be that static in our type of trading. We need to be dynamic and flow with the market, okay? And think and be logical, like be logical as a businessman, okay? We just have to be logical with these things, with how these prices move. So um so to me that has been the what can I put it? How can I put it? That has been the okay, the the expectation of what gold is likely to do. And this move might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow. Okay. So we just have to be keen and just have to be keen and how can I say it? You just have to be keen and wait for it. Wait for it to happen. Wait for it to happen, then you can get that move. Okay. Then you can get that move. So let's wait and for it to see. Let's wait and see how this week will trade. But I could really, really, really discourage trading at this price action. Look at it. I don't like it. This price action looks so dirty. So do depend with you. If you feel like you can do it, go for it, man. But if you feel like it's too hard, too tricky, then just just leave it. Don't do anything. Okay. Don't do anything. But again, there's something else I was trying to say. I was trying to trying to see if I can put it across. Uh, this 4 favor lookup, as much as you could expect it to get to this daily favor lookup, this 4 favor lookup, I think it's way, 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 way more powerful. Okay, it's way more powerful. We shall see how the market react from this point. Okay, can see how we should expect to see how they react. Okay, from here I'm bullish to this point. That's without no debate. Okay. But the moment we'll get to this, how we'll react from it, okay? Is it aggressive? Is it passive? You get? it will whole depend on it. But if you can, let's say for example, you do this. Let me do it for you. Let me visualize it for you. Okay, we've come, get here, then we start consolidating. We don't get that reaction to go low. Then we get this. Then you can expect this. Okay, okay. If you can buy this point, this one, okay, then get this small consolidation there. Okay, then you get this small consolidation here. Okay, then it will mean that we are trying to absorb. Okay, to me, to my own understanding, okay, I got this from a friend, which I try to reason how logic that point is to him. Then I think I found something. Like if you get to a zone where you expect to see some reaction, some movement, then instead of getting that reaction or movement, you get this type of price action. You start consolidating within that area. Then you could expect another redistribution. Okay, to our next target, which our next target is daily FPG. So what will we do when we get here? We start consolidating. We could expect a movement lower. With this movement lower, this is a manipulation. Okay, it will trick people to continue going lower, expecting this for our FPG to hold price. But what have we done here? We've absorbed those who are going bearish, and those orders will push this. That liquidity now will push this price to this next PDRA. So it's very important to see how President will react from this far fair value gap before we can think of either going long or going short from it. But if, for example, we get to this point again and we got that sharp displacement lower, the FG, my guy, we just go in short, okay? Because at a larger perspective, we're heavily short on gold. You get me? Heavily short on gold. So we shall watch for that. But as of now, as of where we are at the moment, I could just advocate for buys. Just buy to that point, buy to that level. Then first TP there, second TP up there. But before we can hold it, I could just advise if I was the one entering this market, although what I usually say, I don't do them. I'm just a good teacher. Anyway, just forget about it. What I could expect this thing to do is uh, if you can buy from this point, okay, you can buy from this point, then take out majority, 80% of your position from the 4 hour fair value gap. Okay, from the 4 hour. Don't allow it to retrace so that you can take it to the small profits or whatever. No, just be content with the 4 hour fair value gap and get out of the market. Don't be content. Don't wait for that daily fair value. That's what it does. Totally. Bro, right now, if you could, let's say for example, for us who are trading small accounts, we don't have that luxury of closing partials. Okay, because let's say you have a $10 account or a $20 account, you don't have that luxury of closing partial because you have opened let's say one position of 0.01 if you are that much strict on risk management. Okay, so if you could get 100 pips, 200 pips, man, in a single run. Let's say you get a very smooth run of 200 pips without, those jagged uh, price action of, retracing and whatever. Get out of that market, man, and be contented with it. Okay, that's what I've learned the hard way. So, and again, there's a friend of mine who was telling me something, and what he said was, if you do stupidity in the market, who is it the one who's going to suffer the most? At the moment, I didn't took it seriously, but again, it it kept ringing in my mind like, yo, I'm doing stupidity. Okay, fine, it's my own mistake. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm not closing this thread. Let it do whatever it wants to do. If it wants to get to my stop loss, let it get to my stop loss. I don't care. Bro, you don't care, but you're the one to suffer. At that time, you almost don't feel it. But the moment it hits you, bro, it's the worst thing. Okay, it's the worst feeling. So, ah, don't worry, money will come. money will come. This thing, don't worry about the money. The money will surely come. For real, it will come. Okay, don't worry about it. The money will come. And when you talk about the money, you lose it. You lose more of it. But if you worry less about the money, then like let's say for example, why am I saying this? Like other entries, you just feel like you wanna enter, okay? Because you believe or you have conviction that it's going to buy or it's going to go to a direction. Let's take it that way, okay? And then, but clearly in your mind, you know that this setup is not that kind of a good setup or a low risk setup. It's a high risk setup, okay? Instead, you just open your paper trading. My paper trading is always right here. If I do want to feel like, man, I just want to press a buy or I just want to press a sell, okay? Just open your your paper trading account. Press that buy or sell, then leave it. Don't worry about the money. Okay, don't worry that this swing is going to get me out. I'm not going to get these profits today because I didn't enter into my real account, bro. That you will blow that account, man. You can you can see how sure you are that you're going to make it from that trade. You get it? So it's a whole kind of new things and whatever. So just be just trade under favorable condition. Like now we are in a zone whereby we are in it's not favorable for someone to trade. Okay, so right now you should be playing with this demo. That's why it was there. I think even that's the biggest reason why it was put there. Okay, play with it, lose it, reset it, lose again, reset it, lose again. There's nothing you're losing. Okay, but apart from that, man, don't do it. Don't press that button in your real account, man. That account loves you and you loves it back. What I'm saying is that it loves you because it feeds you, and you love it back because you care about it. So show love, return the favor. Don't do those stupid shit, okay? And be calm, be contented, man. Last week, it's funny enough that last week by Friday, I was up almost $40 or $50. That's 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 too much for me. For me, I'm just a campus student. That's too much for me. But I was not just contented. I was like, let's get to 100 more. Let's get to 100. And when it reverses, I'm like, it will reverse back. We have to get to 100. Then I lost it. And the hardest part is I had planned for the money. The plan was under the way. Okay. Then before I even executed the plan, all the money was gone. I was like, bro, so I can't do whatever I wanted to do. Ah, it's just bad. It's just bad. But it's part of the life. I think I'm getting used to it. What I always tell myself is this me who I'm going through this shit at this moment, I always believe and I always feel like I'm going to be the baddest. I'm going to be the strongest. I'm going to be the best. Because what have I not gone through? And what I always say is although I blew my $20 account or my $30 account, if I had a $1,000 account, I could have blown it too. If I had a million account or a 10,000 account, I would have blown it too. That's the psychology of trading. And someone else won't see like you're talking sense by saying those things. Like, bro, how can you blow a 10,000 account? I will, if you ask me that, then I will ask you, how do you blow a $40 account? How do you blow $100 account? Or maybe it's me, maybe not them. Okay, fine. I can accept. I'm shit, man. Okay, I'm shit in risk management, but I'll work things out. But what I believe is that apart from capital, which is to if I can talk about capital, I can talk about it in many angles. Okay. Um, More so being like, okay, let me put it this way. Okay, I can talk it. If I want to talk about capital, capital is important, way important for a trader. Okay, But a trader with no risk management, it's like bullshit. Why am I saying so? Because if you get huge capitals and you risk heavily, you lose the account. But if you have huge capital and you risk small, you'll have money. But now let's get to this point again. I have huge capital. I don't have risk. I lose the money. Okay. I have a considerable amount of capital. I have good risk management. I will grow it. Which one will you choose? Big capital without risk management and lose it all, or at least a considerable amount of capital with a good risk management and you build it. It's you to think about it. Okay. And again, I know there's more people who have lost a lot of money than me. People have lost a lot of money, so I can't feel like I'm a failure. That's just some small amount of money. And in fact, it wasn't even my money. In fact, I withdrew all my money. The $16, I withdrew it all. So what I lost to the market was my profit. You get the point? So these things, don't worry too much about them. If it wants to reward you, it will reward you. Okay? But it will only reward those who do the right things. So keep it in mind. Aha. So let's continue with the analysis. I've talked too much. But I know this was going to build someone. Okay. I'm starting my small YouTube channel to talk about these things to small traders who trade $10 accounts. People don't talk about these traders who trade $10 account. And I don't know how I can say about the $10 account, bro. We're going through a lot. Okay. We're going through a lot. It's not easy. Not easy to manage those $200 accounts. Okay. We go to one loss, you're like, bro, I'm at $16 now. You go to another loss, bro, I'm at $10. You go below $10, the broker says, bro, you're not going to open any position 0.01 lot. So go look for other markets. Then you run there doing currency, zero USD. You open one position, you open like a 0.05 position, you're risking $5 to get how much? 40, not even 40. $5 to get $6 to get $10 max to get about $15 because of daily range of currencies may be a manageable size, let's say 30 pips. Okay, risk, let's say 10 pips or 15 to get 30 pips. That's how one is to do 1:2. Okay, so open a 0.5 0.05 lot. That's 0.05. Okay, by 0.5 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 15, that's about $7 there. Okay, targeting what? 30 pips. That's about 30 multiplied by 0.5, that's about $15. Okay, you start growing again from there. Like $10 account when you're going through shit, it's not easy. It's not easy. We don't break even as much as possible if you don't manage your risk as much as possible. You don't close your position as fast as possible. For you, at least grow your account to a particular level whereby you can now, uh, always let the market breathe and, you know, this kind of shit. So, uh, what else can I talk about? It's almost London Open. It's almost London Open. I'll do a separate video of if I can get a buy setup here. I'll do a separate video to record my entry on my demo account to go along. This order block can work with it. So long as we close above it here, see, if take another swing high, market structure shift. Okay. This order block here can work out with it. Okay. I couldn't expect it to come way below here. And if it will come way below to this levels, then we could expect this liquidity to be taken out. Then we had this thing I was trying to study. I was trying to study where the low of the day or the high of the day is being formed in between 00 hours midnight open of New York time and 2. in between there, you find that we form the low of the day or the half of the day. To my analysis, it was almost 8/9, 8/10 setup. Okay, okay, let's start with this. As today, we've gotten that scenario. Okay, let's study this is number one type of the scenario we have gotten. We will count it as much as possible, as much as we will get in the near future, and see how market reacts to these price levels. Okay, as of today, we got we opened here. Okay, that's it. We opened there at our midnight opening price. Okay, through day open, midnight opening price. We opened there, move lower a little bit, and move higher. Formed the low of the day during this midnight opening price. Okay, because where's the daily candle opening? Daily candle open there. Asia session, we moved lower. Are you seeing it? Moved lower, and now we've moved higher. So from the price point where we are at now, we had this thing I was trying to look at. Okay, let's highlight this zone. Let's highlight this zone as a sales liquidity. Okay, fine. We've got a market structure shift here. MSS. Okay, got a market structure shift up there. Okay, fine. We might be going low. Look at this. What's this? Look at the 50% respect level. Are you looking at it? There. Fine. So the concept was, uh, if you could get something like this, let's say for example, okay, we get something like this. We could expect this low to be visited later in the day. I could expect it to be visited later in the day. Okay. But as much as again we expect us to buy this 5 value gap, that's what I was telling you. This movement going higher up here, it might not happen today, it might not happen tomorrow. Okay, price might continue consolidating around this zone before we can get that move higher. And some of the things that might lead to those things, something like this, what we have today, the price action of today, we're getting a low of the day during the midnight opening price. And this midnight opening price doesn't swept the previous day. Okay, the previous day, liquidity old load, short-term low, short-term high. Let's say it was a New York session short-term low, short-term high that was from the previous day. We didn't do that. Okay, let's take a look at yesterday's. Yesterday again was an interesting one. Yesterday again was an interesting one. I want to get candle opening for yesterday. There. Okay. Then we moved higher. That's 0, 0. That's 1. Okay. So why am I saying this is more important? Let's look at this is the basic liquidity. Let me just name it that way. Basic liquidity. Look at the time when it was formed between 0, 0 and 2. Okay, 2 came to this favorable gap, lower, look at this close, Asia low, taken there, move higher, look at this London high, there during 9, move lower, 11, from the low of the day, retraced, closed. Okay, but now look at what happened here. We moved higher. Let's anchor our midnight opening price there. Okay, this was yesterday midnight opening price. What is this? Previous day. When was that? 10 a.m. In fact, this was the high of the day. Monday. Monday's high was at this price point. Midnight opening. We opened, took out that, and rejected price. Came higher, respect this fair value gap. Continue move lower. Target was here. If you could sell here, got out here. Asia low. That's it. Okay. 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 That was just a small thing. trying to show you. But as you can see here, we took all this previous day, previous session, previous day, and even manage, we didn't manage even to close above it, show a continuation pattern. Okay, instead we got this reverse. Look at how we can get this candle here. We got this as another block, then you continue going lower. So although that's, what can I say, power of hindsight. Okay, that's what I was trying to look at. So as much as we could expect these highs of the days or low of the days formed during that range of that period to be visited, but again, what has it done? Has it traded to form that high of the day or that low of the day? So if things like this do happen, then we could expect maybe that will be the high of the day or the low of the day. Maybe that's the point. That's the correct point. Okay, but all in all, for today, I can't say too much. Okay, I can't say too much. But we'll be here. We'll just see what this market will do. Just see what this market will do. Okay. But I do expect if we come out of this zone, I don't think it will have a small thing like I don't know, manipulation to the downside before you can go higher. I don't think if we're going to get something like that. I could expect that we can get that sharp rejection lower, lower, and lower, and lower, and we'll continue going lower. Those price points which I had shown you there in the higher time frames. So let's keep an eye on it. I think buying from this zone might be, that of how can I put it, risky one. But this thing we do try, okay. If you do feel like it's a risky setup, why should you do this? Okay, this is another block, right? We do consider it as another block. Buy somewhere here. Let me show you why I'm trading it another block. You see that this is another block, okay? So anchor your whatever. Okay. If you try to buy, here, then place your stop loss somewhere like here, below the midnight open price, believing or trusting that the midnight open price will reject price high, okay, and form a support from there. Because this algorithmic, okay, price do refer to these points, okay. So buy it somewhere deep like here, put your stop loss like down here, and let the price run, okay. So like this thing could be just simple as that. Don't overcomplicate it. You know, if you do feel like you want to press the button that much, then look at it this way. These are 1 hour fair value gap, 1 hour FEG, right? Yeah, that's a 1 hour fair value gap. These are 1 hour B, now order block. Where is it? There. So 1 hour order block. Let's pull it out a little bit. So 1 hour fair value, 1 hour fair value gap inside a 1 hour order block. So if you do feel like you wanna press a button, okay, don't fall for that trap to going higher that much. Put it that way. Just stop, let's say below this candle low. That's about 100 pips. Stop loss. Target this PDRA here. And ultimately this is a liquidity which are old previous day high. In fact, I need to put it that way. Previous day high. That way. Okay. If you could ask me to give you an entry, I can tell you to short it. But do that. I could expect this to play out. Okay. Yeah, I could expect this to play out. So let's wait and see. Wait and see how this thing will play out. If we don't get to that point, it's not a must to buy. It's not a must to buy. You just find a way that it can't destroy your account that much. Okay. Or we still have a lot of time to wait for this. Okay. It's just 3 a.m. Just 3 a.m. So as much as we expect this lesser liquidity to be visited later in the day, we still have a lot of time this trading day. Okay, so you might even continue just going higher, which is not illegal. Take out the previous daily high, which is even more better. But if you get some reaction from this point, then expect this low to expect that price to continue going lower and lower and lower. Okay, so that's it. That's it. That's it. Let's wait and see how this price will play out. Let's see if we can get that reaction to this point. But also, as we get to this point, I'll not just like enter buy. Okay, I'll not just like enter buy or whatever. There's something again. I'll wait for it again to form another confirmation on our time frame. Also, 15 minutes, not less than 15 minutes. I could expect to see a market such a shift going bullish. That's retracement. Then I can trust myself to go long. And even I will even get a smaller uh, smaller price range to risk. Okay. Because I can get a max strategy for 15 minutes, which just might be small, or a 5 minutes, small a little bit, get into a buy. If it takes me out, I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm done. Till maybe I can see a big move lower, then you can continue, then continue lower, that's fine. Or just leave it. Trade on my demo, open and again another buy position as a re-entry to go to my farewell gap up there. It really depends. Okay. All in all, that's all that I have for today. Wish you good luck in your trading. Uh, you will make it, bro. You will make it. Don't have doubt of yourself. Don't feel like it will be so hard for you to pull these strings. It's not too hard. Just believe in yourself and everything's gonna be alright. Okay. Okay. Cheers, guys. Till next time we talk again.